And a second consecutive night, we are back. With me is...
Everybody should go play Assassin's Creed Origins. That's all I'll say.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know.
And hey, I'm getting fast poison. Look at me.
Yay!
So
that should feel better. So yes, it will.
Yes, that's the first shop quest I believe I've done. Shop quests are glorified crafting quests.
Yeah,
it's just crafting with a fancier name, and not. I wouldn't exactly call it a crafting system because there's only a few items you can make. But yeah, you gather materials and you craft upgrades. That's how it works.
Yeah. So this is fast poison. Normally, with poison, there would have been, I don't know, like a 5 or 10 second. There's a noticeable gap between when they start to go poisony and anything else.
They'll start to stagger around slowly, and then they go nuts like that. But look what I did there. He was on the ground, and I just had to assassinate him.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't dead yet.
See, I thought I was going to poke him while he was on the ground, but nope, Ezio picked him up and stabbed him right in the stomach.
Poison and...
Oh, no,
fantastic, but...
Now nobody's going to see that.
Oh, no.
So this video, I completely forget what I did in it. So this will be a little learning. Oh, I think this is the first of the courtesan mission videos I did. There's 2 of them, and this is the earlier one because there are actually quite a few courtesan missions in this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's quite a few of everything. It's just what happens is that every guild, not in addition to the challenges, has their own mission storyline. I don't think they actually count towards 100%.
Yes, they do actually.
Okay, whatever. Then I'm wrong. But the mercenaries will have the assassinations, which we've done a few of.
Yeah.
Thieves, I think you've completely missed out the fact that thieves are in missions for a very long time.
I've got a funny little postscript about that after you're done.
Yeah, but thieves tend to have more of the, I would say, Assassin's Creed 2-ish traditional missions that you would find. Your delivery, not your deliveries, but your races.
Yeah,
some beat-up stuff.
Things like that, yeah.
Yeah. Courtesans are a bit different, though. They actually kind of have their own little, like, go help out a bunch of different courtesans and help. And now you're finally starting to get people well leveled, so...
Yeah, so they won't die as easily in fights.
Yeah, because once they start getting up around level 7 or 8 and they have good armor and they have a good weapon, it's really hard to kill them. And once you max them out, they're basically... I don't think I've ever seen a max level assassin die in this game, because generally there is nothing close to getting...
Yeah.
They will overpower just about anything, and the closest I probably could think of is maybe like a level 4 papal guards attacking them. So it's about the hardest single encounter you can find in the game without, like, really cheating.
But even so, a group of 5-6 full level assassins, basically invincible.
Yeah. Yeah, there's yours.
But that postscript about the thieves missions. So the thing with the thieves missions is that they are located inside the thieves HQ, and there's no icon on the minimap telling you that they're actually there. So La Volpe will be sitting at a table there, and you will completely miss him if you're just looking at the minimap. Now, when I finished the game, I got the gold trophy for the end credits. I was looking for the Il Principe trophy, but I didn't get it. And that's because I was missing a whole set of missions, i.e. the thief missions. So I actually had to look up on the internet if I didn't run into some crazy glitch. But no, there's a whole set of missions that are pretty well hidden, since you never really need to ever go to the Thieves HQ ever. I mean, well, we had that one part with Salieri, but That was
Yeah,
that was
so,
over.
yeah.
That was over in like 2 seconds. So
Now nothing.
it's
Yeah,
really easy to miss those missions if you don't know they're there.
Well, the only other thing that's actually there is what is it?
There's the gambling minigame.
There's the gambling thing, which if you're going for achievements, you have to do because there's an achievement for gambling enough. But that's about it.
Yes. Well, winning enough. You can gamble a lot and lose every time, and you won't get the trophy. But yes.
Yay! Jumping to a pole.
That's
I don't know if that would actually count.
no, that
but
doesn't. There's a specific animation that particular
Yeah,
pole
yes.
wasn't near narrow enough too.
Buongiorno, Ezio. We are taught to seduce Roma's most powerful men, but not all of us have been able to resist their charms. Follow Giulietta. I suspect she will lead you to her benefactor.
Like in his usual
Yeah.
animation. That's not how it's supposed to look.
So this generally what the courtesan missions are is you're kind of eliminating all the courtesans who really aren't down with you.
Yeah,
Leading them.
ones who have strayed, let's say.
Stop! God damn it! Why are you beating up guards? Ezio did not attack civilians.
By the way, did you notice I struck a blow for sexual equality when I was selecting missions back there?
Yes.
It's always good to strike a blow for equality in Renaissance Italy.
Yes. Now we have even less money to go spend. Maybe if we buy this building, we can renovate that fucking tower so it has stairs. No, it doesn't matter.
Nope. Renovations, with the exception of the aqueducts, are purely cosmetic. Or they're not even really cosmetic. They don't do anything.
Yes.
I guess the storyline justification would be that Ezio is buying up all these monuments to start repair work on them, but he's really not doing that.
No, it's not like...
I'm a master of
Jesus
stealth.
Christ. It's not like Assassin's Creed 2 where you're actually repairing shit so you could go into it.
Yeah.
And it's not like... I mean, the Revelations didn't do it either. Mostly, I think...
No, it's the same system as this game.
Yeah,
Except
there's
there's
they were worth more.
except there's less justification there because Istanbul isn't falling apart like Rome is.
Yes. So we have a tailing mission. God.
This one is mercifully short. I mean, it's still a
Yeah.
tailing mission, which this game is hardly the worst in the series. Although, for its sake, I will admit Black Flag had some pretty cool tailing missions occasionally.
Oh, come on. Let's not defend the fucking tail a ship mission.
I liked that one because
You were tailing a ship!
it was unique. All right. But yeah, there's
Tailing a ship in a ship.
there's getting back to this game. There's all sorts of guild challenges which I've occasionally done, and completing the guild challenges will get you unique abilities and weapons. But again, it's nothing too crucial. It's mostly for just 100% completion.
They're
You get Maria's knife for the courtesan missions. You get Bartolomeo's hammer for the mercenary missions. La Volpe's something for the thief missions, and I think Altair's sword for the assassins.
Yeah, so basically... But that is if you...
La Volpe's bite or something. It's a sword.
Yeah, it's level based. It's a sword. Yeah, it's a sword. A small sword or a knife. I can't remember which.
I think it's a sword because, yeah, whatever.
Well, yeah, it's Altair gets a sword. You get the large weapon is the mercenaries. The knife is obviously Claudia. But
I think it's Maria's.
I think it's,
We'll find out when the time comes.
it's either your mother or your
Yes.
sisters, regardless. But that would be what you get for That's not what you get for doing all the challenges, right? It's because there's 3 level of rewards. There's, and it actually, there is some stuff in the hideout that'll actually tell you what you have to do.
Well, thankfully you don't need to go back to the hideout. It is in your database, or your
no,
DNA sequence, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I'm a master. I'm a master of stealth.
Yes, you are.
I'm just jumping in and out of a well here. And that's how.
Nobody will find
And that's how you kill him for the.
I did not know the Bastardo was a traitor.
You are no longer welcome at the Rosa in Fiore.
Yeah. So anyway, we probably just.
Oh, did
Okay, that was an invincible horse.
Yeah, I was about to
horse.
bring up the Phantom Horse there.
Where the fuck did that horse come from?
But yeah, for the 3 groups, one of the challenge tiers is for lowering the cost of hiring them, basically pointless. Another is for a faction ability, and the third is for the faction's weapons.
Right. And in addition, when you complete them all or whatever, the guild crest shows up in your hideout as a decoration.
Or actually, I actually don't know if you need to complete all. Maybe I'm thinking of Revelations.
You
but
might. No, they show up, but I don't. You may not have to complete them all. You may just have to complete like 2. The second ring, get the ring.
Yeah, something like that. Also, that guy I just brushed past looked an awful lot like Ezio's father. Like, I know there's one generic NPC model that looks a lot like Madame Theodora.
Yeah.
Maybe we shall see her later in this video.
That'd be interesting. Man, all these courses look like anyway.
Ezio, since Madonna Solari's death, her brother Santino claims ownership of us. He struggles to gain Borgia favor and must prove himself leader of the courtesans. Humiliate him in public, and he loses the support of the Borgia. We will not hear from him again.
The slavers.
Yep, something.
Ashton humiliates Santino in public. Yay. It's time for our favorite beat 'em up missions for Assassin's Creed 2. Now we just need to find Fiduccio.
Lordy.
He'll show up sooner or later.
But yeah, there's a lot of these courtesan missions. Most of them have you tailing in some capacity. This one does not. You just have to beat this guy up. Yeah, doesn't this guy kind of looks a little like Ezio's father, or the model does?
Yeah, a little bit. What's he got here? 7 cards.
I honestly don't. Outside of like story missions, I honestly don't know why pickpocketing it. Why you even have the option of pickpocketing from normal guys, because they never have anything good.
Because you have to do the pickpocketing challenge, that sucks.
No, pickpocketing is just for bumping into them.
Ruthless liar! The courtesans of Roma will never answer.
I'm sure everyone is very impressed, Ezio.
Yes, he is. Now, in terms of abilities, courtesans, I think we mentioned, have the ability to shoot poison. Bodyguards can,
something neat here. We're doing our first memory of Christina.
Ooh. Ah. And thieves actually have the most useful one, which is they will pickpocket anybody they bump into as they're following you. Which is really nice.
I mean, not that you need the money, but thieves are still gameplay-wise the best faction.
That is by far the most actual useful ability. And they will even loot.
What about that one?
Oh, she is beautiful.
Okay, then go talk to her.
Just like that? Talk about what?
It doesn't matter. See, little brother, most men are so afraid of beautiful girls that anyone who actually talks to them has an advantage. Just make it up as you go.
What?
What?
Why are you just standing there?
Oh, because I wanted to ask you something. Which is... What's your name?
Not one you'll ever need to make use of.
Aspetta, I wasn't ready. I was planning on being really charming and funny. And I just have a second chance. Oh, well.
Ezio, all is not lost. You made her smile. She will remember you now.
No, I can still fix these. I'll follow her ways. See where she
All are
leads.
kind of tied to overall sync, so you kind of this is a game's reward for like doing the bonus objectives, doing a lot of the side stuff.
Oh, I didn't
a lot
know
of
that's
this-
what unlocked the memories.
Yeah, I think it's you don't it's not like 100% sync, but getting higher synchronization unlocks these memories. It's a nice little thing.
I
if
did
you
not
really
know
wanna
that.
Do it.
Well, see that's a nice incentive for
Um,
going for 100% completion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a very small slice of Assassin's Creed 2 Firenze, and if you want to play if you want to play more around on Firenze, well, there's a whole game you can do that in. Not the one we are currently playing, of course.
Right. Just pretend that Ezio never went to the south part of Firenze for like his entire life.
It's sketchy part of
years,
sketchy
for
part of town.
decades. Well, I hear they have a lot of bonfires in that second part of town.
I say, he's certainly...
But yeah, not only is this a tailing mission, this is a stalking mission.
Yes. Though at least this one is... As much as I hate tailing missions, this one, at least one is like... not horrible in the sense that it's kind of like fun to do it, as not like you're going to stalk and kill somebody, you're just going to stalk somebody home.
Is that better or worse? That's for you to decide.
Yes. So if you're pretty much familiar with Assassin's Creed 2, you kind of know that you would kind of recognize this area as actually where the Vespucci house
Yes.
is, this alley. Because it's... Firenze is not particularly big, and it's not particularly hard to find.
Yeah, I actually really like the layout of Firenze. It doesn't have quite so many annoying dead ends as Rome has, and it's densely packed, which can make the feather hunting a bit of a problem. But it's still a nice looking city, and it's fairly easy to get around.
Sorry, I should say that was actually probably the household of the Auditores over in that area, roughly speaking.
Yep, and you can interrupt cutscenes to check on database entries. I hate.
I told you I'm not interested.
See, but I am.
Get in line.
I think not, amore mio. I've decided I'm tired of waiting for you to open your legs on your own. Cane rognoso! What do you want here? This has nothing to do with you!
Nice to see you too, Vieri. I think you're disturbing this young lady's day.
Basically.
Yeah. Hey, Vieri.
Is that the best you can do?
Now, it isn't. Even though you can taunt, I would recommend against doing that because you will interrupt Ezio's voice line if you taunt, which is annoying.
Just like your father's bank treats Firenze.
Now, if you don't remember Assassin's Creed 2, basically, the Auditores kind of took over the Pazzi banking business.
No more than they deserve!
Or at least kind of like were the major rival, which is why Vieri hates Vieri hates him, and his father hates the Auditores, and why they align themselves with the Templar.
You will pay for interfering. Your whole family will.
Thank you. That was very kind of you.
Are you alright?
I am now. You asked for my name earlier. It's Cristina.
Piacere, Cristina. I'm Ezio.
Well, Ezio. Looks like you got yourself a second chance.
Cousin to Americo Vespucci, the person who we have to thank for the name America.
Who was a
Explorer of
luminary
some
explorer in his own right, by the way. He wasn't just some dude they decided to name a continent after. Amerigo was a pretty accomplished explorer on his own. And he even managed to do it without all the massive genocide Columbus did. Crazy.
To be fair, Columbus kind of killed everybody first with plague.
Yeah, he was kind of a dickbag.
So
I was actually surprised to learn that even at the time, people thought Columbus was doing a little bit too much.
now, I don't think we actually ever meet Columbus in
Not
these
yet.
games, though he is referenced.
What game was he mentioned in? Nothing really comes off the top of the head.
I don't think he was mentioned in any of the official media. I think he was just kind of in one of those side stories.
Remember the area I was screwing up the smoke bombs for? Well, now we have our revenge.
Yeah.
Mainly I was doing this to get the kill the brutes challenge and kill the guys at a checkpoint with the crossbow challenge, but makes it
Hey!
crossbow makes
kill
it
the captain.
really easy.
Yep. And an arrow storm to make matters a little bit better. There actually is like one memory sequence that there is a bajillion guys standing at that count. Because guards standing at a checkpoint actually is very specific. It has to be guards standing still, arms folded.
The arms folded is a very important detail.
Yeah, if they decide to go investigate, they're no longer at a checkpoint. There's no longer counts. It's really stupid. It's entirely really stupid, but it is what it is. But hey, you've only been trying to take this place over like 4 or 5 times already. This one is an actual.
Yeah, I think this was my 4th attempt.
Yeah, it's just the captain is just like
he has a very short distance to run. Now, if I wanted to do that all classy-like instead of the cheap way I did it there, you can throw smoke bombs in this game, which is how I would recommend you doing that, because you throw a smoke bomb, everyone gets confused or stunned, you run up and you poke the captain. But again, I wanted to do the kill guys with a crossbow at a checkpoint without getting spotted and kill the killing brutes thing, so I did it that way. And now we've liberated all of Centro.
Which means we can unlock something, and hey, we get another assassin recruit finally.
Yeah, I've been killing off the guys I do recruit, so it's been a while since we've actually added to our ranks. I mean, seriously, I got like 4 or 5 guys killed in one video.
I know, like, I've never had anybody... I've maybe had like 2 people die ever.
Very poor management skills. And why I hired the courtesans, I have no idea. Oh, I think the reason was that I'm trying to grind the higher courtesans challenge.
Yeah, one of the challenges is to hire 10
just do it when you have time.
You gotta find...
Okay, and you can see this is going very strangely at the moment. This is not the end of the strangeness. Because all the guards are dead. What's supposed to happen... This is so dumb. What the hell is going on? I paying you people for?
Well, apparently he's learned the secret art of invisibility.
No, I'm worried about shooting. What is going on here? I shot my own gun off the roof.
Oh god. So he's now like, oh my god, what is going on? I've never seen this happen ever.
Stupidity.
The only thing I can think of is that you either have to go do a new one or because he's just...
What I don't understand is why everyone ran off. Like, why did the potential recruit run on the complete opposite direction and go up the ladder to fight that guy on the roof or something? Like, what is going on with this?
Actually, that might have worked if
Yeah,
you
if
shot
these
from below.
guys
but-
could leave me alone for 2. Oh, he decided to fall off for some reason. Oh, obviously.
Hey.
That was odd.
The liberation of Roma has begun.
That was well done.
Oh,
Please, teach me to fight them as you do.
So, how many more assassination missions do you have to do? Because I think if you get them all, you get Ezio's.
I still have quite a few. I think there's not as many as in this game as there is in 2, but there's still, I want to say 12 to 15
right,
or so.
Right. Well, no, there are 12. No. There's 10 challenges per guild.
Well, no,
So,
I'm talking about the
The only reason there aren't.
merchant assassination missions.
I was talking about the assassination.
Yeah,
challenge, the assassin challenge.
There's 9 assassin challenges, I think.
I think it's only 7, because I think what happens is that the getting 3 moves you up to rank 7, except because you're in the Assassin's Guild naturally, you're already like rank 7. So there's fewer challenges than the other ones. So
Yeah.
it's easier to do, it just takes longer. Because some of them are like 25 uses of assassins
Something
or
like
arrow
that.
storms or. But hey, it's Altair's sword.
Although
it's the best sword in the
Altair's sword is a bit of a curious case, because in Assassin's Creed 1 it was the best. Well, you didn't really have a choice of weapons in that game, so it automatically became the best when you got it, and you had it for the rest of the game. In 2 and Brotherhood, it's the best in the game. I don't think it wasn't.
Thank you for coming.
Of course, of course. Tell me, what can I do?
My family's bodies. I can't just leave them hanging from the gallows. Need to give them last rites. Send them on to the next world.
Capisco. Lead the way, Ezio.
2004, and then there, I think with the Vlad the Impaler sword is 2004, but it's a different 4. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter because
Yeah.
M25's.
But then, I don't think Altair's sword was in 3, and then in Black Flag, Altair's sword is completely mediocre. And then I think Black Flag was the last time it appeared.
Hide yourself. I'm going to have a little talk with that guard.
Oh yeah, and our new Christina flashback is taking place shortly after Ezio's family was home. And that's where we are in our relatively unadorned assassin outfit. And we're really concerned about getting our family's bodies back, because we don't know where they are right now.
Yes. It was in Road.
Well now, twisting that guy's...
Bodies that hung here. They've already been taken. Where? Tell me where they are.
I don't know. I think they were taking them down to the river to dump them.
No.
him after that last
Let's do
beat
it.
him up.
Cristina, vieni con me.
But yeah, the justification for why these Christina memories are showing up, I guess the implication is that you go around, Ezio sees these random women who remind him of a Christina, and then he gets a flashback or something. Since if you look at the models for the women who trigger these missions, they're not typical NPC models.
Right. It's also very interesting that Sophia, the ruins,
What will you do?
Only one thing to do. Kill them.
No, don't do that. They did nothing wrong.
They follow orders unquestioningly. That makes them...
It's you.
Va bene. I'll sneak behind their backs. Get my family, one at a time if I have to. And carry them down to the river.
Be careful.
Kill these guys, so they will continually bother you.
Right. Right. So you have to go carry them down to a boat.
And again, you have absolutely no way of killing these guys.
Yeah. This would be so much easier if you could do...
I don't know, what am I doing? Nope, you didn't see anything.
You're fucked. You're in combat, you lose.
Ezio's pretty cocky for a guy with no weapons. This is not going well. And there's two more guys who are gonna bear down on us pretty shortly. But yeah, all they do is auto-dodge your attacks. And I don't think you can lure them into the water. If you can, it's probably a lot more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, so this is annoying, but it's not
It's just,
horrible.
I wasn't doing very well for some reason. Luckily, we always have that hay bale to come back to.
Yeah, now we get to jump in to see how we do this mission the right way.
This is Ezio's little brother, Petruchio.
We thought originally Hushon thought died because he was sickly
Yeah,
or something.
that's how it actually
No, it
happened.
turns out he got hanged.
And the Feather Collectathon started with this kid. He wanted you to go around and collect some feathers, which you did as a tutorial, and then they got unlocked in the world map as a whole. And the trophy you get for getting all the feathers is called In Memory of Petruchio. And this is his brother, who we had a race against at the very start of Assassin's Creed 2. Unfortunately, again, these guys are dicks and won't leave you alone.
Yeah, now, if you take your time on this, this isn't the hardest thing in the world. They do have pretty set patterns and routes that take them away from the bodies, and you have more than enough time to grab a body and then skedaddle down the stairs without them seeing you. You just kind of have to wait a little bit for them to...
I told you, these guys are dicks.
It's not how you do this mission.
No, it's not.
This isn't a hard mission! Hey,
See, I'm using cover. That's a nice skip.
You see, what should happen is you get the little, like, broken glass effect.
Expert parkour. But yeah, we had a race with this guy to the top of a church in Assassin's Creed 2, and that was when the title screen popped up. It's a wonderful life we lead, brother. May it never change, and may it never change us. And our pappy.
I got news for him.
He was actually the star of a short CG movie, Assassin's Creed something or other. Oh, yeah, live action, that's right. It was live action, it did have actual actors in it. And that detailed the first encounter between the Auditore family and Rodrigo Borgia. That is correct.
It is actually included in the Ezio trilogy. Which is the first time I ever watched it, just to get the fucking Uplay points.
Well,
Sorry,
you want
I'm
to
a
unlock
horrible
all
person.
those little things in future Assassin's Creed games.
I have already done that for the current one.
I have to leave the city. Christina, I want you to come with me.
I want to. But I can't. My family.
So we'll always be together, Christina.
It's you.
All which makes you tired and down. And you have the energy drink, which makes you feel like you have energy. It's a weird combination. I don't recommend doing it.
Chronic stupidity.
I don't know. Fuck me. Yeah.
Chronic stupidity just explains so much in life.
Unlock the rainbow. There's literally a weapon.
But yeah, every time you complete a Memory of Christina, a new one unlocks. I don't think they're gated behind the story. I think you can do them all in a row if you like. But I will try. I do try to pace these out, since it just wouldn't feel right to have a whole video that's nothing just but Memories of Christina. We can also do more miscellaneous things, like trying and almost failing to recruit assassins because their AI glitched out.
Or they were trying to go after
And was not even anywhere close to her when she should have stopped aggroing. But hey, that's the funny thing about sandboxes. They will always screw up in new and amazing ways. And that's part of the fun of replaying sandboxes, because the game will screw up. Like one time when I was replaying Assassin's Creed 2, I was getting pursued on the rooftops by some guards in Venice, and they were standing in midair and throwing rocks at me. Yep.
Ezio! What are you doing here?
I only just came back to Firenze. Look at you. Beautiful as ever.
Oh, Ezio, it's been 2 years.
And I've thought of nothing but you.
Oh, but Ezio,
What is it?
I'm engaged to be married. My father kept asking me to choose. I thought I would never see you again. It's Manfredo! He's going to kill him! What?
Untale, he lost money to. He's dragged them out to the end of the new bridge.
Who the hell is Manfredo?
My fiancé!
Impression, a lot of time is passing, but a lot of time passes between the start and end of Assassin's Creed 2, and it's one of those things that's not really immediately appreciable.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all of Assassin's Creed 1 takes place over the course of a few months.
And Assassin's Creed Brotherhood takes, I think, the most takes place over like 2 years. Assassin's Creed 4, 2, on the other hand, takes place over like almost 20 years. It's ridiculously long. And
Oh wait, we have the Medici cape,
the
so I
longest might be
assume this
Assassin's
is after we helped
3.
out the Medici, but before Ezio went back to San Gimignano.
Tomorrow!
You will be dead tomorrow.
Wait!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
Which
that
makes
sounds about
sense
right.
because, again, he just heard about Christina getting engaged. We have to help Manfredo out because he's a reckless gambler, so we have to massacre these innocent men. But are they really innocent when they're such dicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm totally...
Grazie, emissary. You don't know how close. Whoa, hey! Aspetta! What are you doing? Do you love her? What? Do you love her? Christina! The woman you're about to marry. Yes, I do. I swear I do. Kill me here, and I will die still loving her. You are never going to gamble again. Never, Messere. You will be a good husband to her. Or I will hunt you down. Kill you myself. He's fine. He'll make a good husband. I made sure of it.
What?
Takes place over
It's weird.
5, 6, 10 years, something? But yeah, now we're walking into the memory.
Yep. Goodbye. Alright. That is...